with my disability and turning it into a strength for me. And I've always been lucky enough to be able to take my story and to hopefully inspire others with it. Disability, don't hide whatever it is that you're hiding. And I'm not just talking about physical disability, I'm talking about mental disability. I'm about to show who you are and what you are to the world. I've tried to avoid being an advocate and a spokesmodel and all these different things. But the more you try to avoid doing it, the more I found myself in the middle of it. I do a lot of philanthropic stuff. I sit on a couple of boards, set up my own anti-bullying campaign called Cut the Bull. I'll be broadcasting for Channel 4 out of the UK for the Paralympics. So I'll be reporting and broadcasting in studio and on the ground. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen and what I'll learn and who I'll become. I'm lucky that I can be an advocate. I'm lucky that I can do what I do and talk to the people that I get to talk to. And I think we all have an obligation to have an impact for the positive to the media and to what we present ourselves as and to the impact that we can have, because there is a tremendous hole that is missing in that market of positive and important. Jake Betty, I am an actor. I've been on a number of shows such as Breaking Bad and Switch to Birth. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy around 3. I was in a lot of physical and occupational and speech therapy. I was what you would call a severe toe walker. What they would do is they would bend my foot as far as they could bend it, which was not fun, and they would cast it. And every couple of weeks, I would cut the cast off and bend it further, and then bend it further until the foot was flat. I'm always working at taking control. It's a fight. It will always be a fight. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi. I was around 12, 13 years old when I moved to LA. I started acting to meet kids my own age. I was just doing extra work and acting classes, and it just kept evolving. And about 6 months later, I booked Breaking Bad. And really the breakdown for the character was dark hair, big eyebrows, and mild cerebral palsy. That was my life, except for the methamphetamine. I didn't know at the time, but my character was based on a real person that Vince Gilligan, the creator and writer of Breaking Bad, knew in college. I think it's really important that we have real stories on television and film that are having real impact. People are hungry for realism. They're hungry to see characters like them, and I think that's what was really important with Breaking Bad. It showed characters that everyone can. It's 2008. And just now, and more people are like just going like, oh my God. And it's just funny because traveling and working in New Mexico, when I come back to LA, Mexico, what we get to do there and shoot there and blow up 11th, I promise you, it's what a man can take. So when you are working my whole life to grow out my CP, AFO, speech, occupational therapy, anything you can think of, yoga, exercise, I'm constantly on an exercise regimen, juice regimen. I take certain vitamins to control my muscles. I can take certain things depending on what my brain flow, my brain, depending on my speech.
Yeah.
So all that can affect how I behave because of my CP. It's all going to vary depending on where the blood and oxygen is on my brain for that day and how I sleep. So I like to be able to control all of that. An inevitable ball campaign. We'll introduce you to a manager. We would love to have her. So we went and did this, and we met with some agents, and we went into the agents, and the agents were like, "Oh, we lied. There's so much. We're done shooting. We're in post. They're doing all the editing right now.